Guys doing? Grugs, Legion Tactical Cutlery. Welcome back, troops, Legionnaires, and any new recruits. As always, appreciate you guys. I put out a couple of shorts this morning, and it was of these three knives, so I figure why not do a Legion Live? So I have an opportunity, and I figure let's do it. So I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people rushing home, and I don't blame you if you're not on. So get home safe, and then you could watch this later. But, I really do appreciate anybody who does show up. I may wait just a minute or two, and then we will get started. So I've got three fighting knives here. They're Chinese, and they are clones, maybe clones. I'm not 100% sure. But I thought that they were really, really cool, and I bought them. They took 4 months to get here. Well, the top two took about 4 months to get here. I also purchased a few other knives. It was a slow boat from China, literally. So, I'll never order from China again. As cool as some of these knives are, 2 to 4 month wait on some of these knives is just not worth it. But I got them, and I kept them packed away for a while. Don't know why, but I figured let me show them. Hey, Kellen, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in, man. Thanks for the wonderful comment. Appreciate it. So just again, disclaimer to everybody. Okay, I don't want to make anybody believe that these are actual Mad Dog knives. They're not. These are Chinese knives. I don't know if they were, trying to copy or I don't know, but these are not the actual Mad Dog knives. These are Chinese knives. And, I think they're cool as hell. And I'm going to go over each and every one. Now, I don't have any specs available on paper, so I do have a measuring tape. Okay. So we're just going to go over each one. And I don't even have. Meantime, troops, let me know what you guys are carrying. What is your EDC today? Today I am Triad Lock Folder. Love this knife. Light, simple, and extremely effective. Hey, Charles, how you doing? Hey, Jersey Knife Guy, what's up? The Buck Frontiersman. Nice. All right, cool, Jersey Knife Guy. All right, we'll speak. So, appreciate those who have just shown up. I know it's Friday. I know some of you might be driving home, maybe still working, but those who are on, I really appreciate you guys. We're just going to take a quick look at these knives. So I'm going to leave these two off to the side for now. All right. And we're going to take a look at this knife right here. Buck Bantam. That's a good knife, man. You love your Frontiersman? Cool, man. Cool. So let's start off with this knife. I got this one off of eBay, okay? And it wasn't somebody here in the United States that was selling these knives. And man, let me tell you something. The first time I was looking at this knife, I was like, I was worried, I was definitely like, oh man, is this good or not good? But when I got it, the fit and finish and the quality of this knife was awesome. Now, it does say Mad Dog Knives, okay? But it is not the Mad Dog Knives that is made in America. What's up, Crispy Critter? This particular knife is full tang, and the Mad Dog knives are not made to be full tang. This is just, I don't know why they decided to call it Mad Dog, but whatever. Doesn't matter to me. I think it's a cool little fighting knife, and, I just want to go over it. This is the first one. High quality. It comes with a really nice Kydex sheath. It's unbelievable, some of the stuff that is coming out of China, which I think is pretty cool. But let's go over it real quick. So you could see, let's take a look at the blade right off the bat. It is a drop point, very reminiscent of a fighting type of knife. Okay, there's a nice swedge right over here. Let's see, let me break out the ruler. We're looking at approximately an 8-inch fighter. Yeah, about 8 inches, okay? And the handle length, we're looking at 5 inches. I would use this outside. I have another buoy that's in DC 53 tool steel. It's the M8 bolt knife, or bolt M8 knife. And I have used it to go out and chop wood. Hey, Tom, how you doing? I'm glad you're here, Tom. Really glad that you made it. And by the way, Tom, thanks for always sending me those awesome videos on Facebook. Don't think that I don't notice that you do that, man. I always appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, look at that. That's a pretty decent knife, and I wouldn't doubt that this would be awesome in the woods too. Okay, the swedge up here is still nicely done, where you could baton. Okay, it's not a sharp edge. All right, and you could definitely baton if need be. And by the way, just let me give you guys my opinion of batoning. I don't mind batoning. I think there's a purpose to it, but when I do the batoning at when I'm out testing these knives, I'll do it maybe that one time, and that's it. I won't do it again, because I have a saw, I have an axe in my backpack. So I know a lot of people don't like the whole idea of batoning, but if you've got nothing else, the knife should hold up for the most part. Okay, but let's get back into the knife. So there's an awesome, I love the design. I love the swedge, the way they did it. This particular fighting knife has a very large sharpening choil, and you could do some very close-up work. No doubt that you could take this out into the woods for some utility. And I want you guys to take a look at how well done this micarta is. This is not the first knife from China that I received that the micarta was done impeccably. All right, I even like the way they've done the screws, okay? But look at that. Look at the way the micarta is done. Extremely flush, very well contoured, beautiful swelling of the hands, okay? Definitely nice to hold, no hot spots, very comfortable, okay, in any configuration. Let's try it the other way. Yeah, this just feels great. But yeah, I mean, it's awesome, And I think I got this knife for, like, I don't know, maybe $150. Now I'm guessing, because I've owned this for a couple of years. But a very, very cool looking knife, It's just reminiscent of a fighting knife to me. It does have a bit of a protruding tang, full tang, no jimping. It does have a little bit of a ramp over here, so you can put your thumb up here, or maybe put your thumb over that ramp. I always like a little bit of jimping, nothing too aggressive. I wish it was done here, but I'll take what I can get. Okay, but it's really nice. It's a really nice knife. I got to put a lanyard on this. I could see some chopping with this, like, little bit of a bird's beak area over here. You could definitely grab it here at the end. Although this blade is very forward heavy, so I'm sure that you could do some chopping with your whole hand holding onto the handle. But if need be, you can put your fingers all the way back here comfortably and do some chopping, and there is no hot spots, This area is not rounded off, so it is kind of sharp. So I guess if you wanted to use a ferro rod, let's see. Yep, it's removing the nail material. I guarantee you could use the ferro rod from here. Just pull it out, the ferro rod. So, a very nice knife indeed. Okay, that's number one. Let's take a quick look at the sheath. Awesome, awesome Kydex sheath. Drainage hole. Multiple lashing areas over here, okay? It's thick. It's not flimsy. Okay, it's not flexible. but it's pretty nice. It does have one of the tech locks. This is not the, this is a Chinese tech lock. It is well done, Tom. It's surprisingly well done. So, you know, it just goes to show you there's some Chinese makers out there that do phenomenal work. You know what I mean? Easy to open, okay? Adjustable with the tech lock. You can put it in different positions. Snaps in. There's even a locking mechanism over here, so it doesn't open up. So it's pretty cool. I like this sheath. Let's pop it in. Now, listen to this. Snaps in there real nice. Slight rattle, but other makers do it too. I'm sure that if we were to heat this up, hey, what's the point, EDC? How you doing, man? I'm glad you're here. If you're a knife lover, you are definitely welcome, man. Okay. So it fits in nice. I'm sure that, if you knew something about Kydex, you could heat this up and, get it even a little bit more tighter. But I am happy with this. All right. That is a high quality kit right here. Okay. If you're on a budget, this would be great. I did get this off of eBay. Whether they're still on eBay, I have no idea. You'd probably have to search DC53 steel, and maybe it'll show up. But this was a couple of years ago when I bought this knife, So, and it came in a relatively decent amount of time from eBay. And the only reason why I mentioned time is because when I show you the other two, they took about a couple of months to get here from China. So, but yeah, this is a pretty nice. This is number one. I can't go wrong. This is a gorgeous knife. What's the name on it? There is no name. There's only this. There's only this Mad Dog Knives. Okay, so they copied that name from the Mad Dog of the United States. And if you go to that guy's website, the man's gone insane. He sells knives, these type of knives for like $3,000-$4,000. He's definitely insane, but whatever, Beautiful knife. No name for this. I wish there was, but just I'm just calling it a fighting knife, satin finish fighting knife. All right, let's move on. Let's go to the second Bowie knife, Bowie Fighter. Now, this is reminiscent of like, an Old West Bowie knife, except modernized, right? You know what I mean? So again, it has the name of Mad Dog on it. I don't know if it's the actual name of the blade or, why they called it. Unfortunately, they put this USA, but it is A8 steel, tool steel that they're using. So, some of these Chinese guys, they like to clone things, but whatever. Aside from that, this is a pretty cool looking clip point. Look at that. Now, Wyatt Hines was telling me that this curved version of a clip point, there's a name for it. I should have looked it up, but I think it's pretty cool, okay? I'm loving it. It's got this very, very nice flat gray type material. It's not a satin. It's a flat gray type of trailing point. Is that what it's called? Trailing point? Thanks, Tom. It's a very flat coating. I don't know what it is. I have not used this knife out in the field, but I want you guys to take a look at this handle real quick before I go over the whole knife. Now, I can't tell if this is one piece. Look at the way they did this forward portion of the guard. Look at that. Look at the way it's all nice and straight over here. I think this might be a two-piece. Okay. You can see all the lines that are going down vertically over here. I mean, they just did a phenomenal job in it. I can't tell if this is one piece or two piece, but it's seamless. It's seamless if I'm going from the guard to the handle. And you could see it's impeccably done, very well contoured, very well shaped. Maybe I wish the handle was a little bit different, but I guess for fighting purposes, it might be better. There's nothing in your way. I don't know. I'm not a fighting knife type of guy. So, But this is gorgeous, you know. It looks like the handles are removable. It's a hidden tang, but it looks like it'll go at least up to here because there are 3 screws. It does have a lanyard hole in the micarta. This is all micarta scale. So, you know, I wish I had a magnet to see, but this is a pretty cool looking knife, man. It does have a sharpening choil over here. It's flat instead of round, which I kind of like. You know, it's not so bad. So you could do some close-up work. Again, holding it in different positions feels very comfortable. You know, it does feel very comfortable in the hand. There is this little groove over here, but this just will lock you up for a good position in the forward position over here. I like it. You know, I could definitely see the possibilities of doing some skinning. Yeah, you liking that, Charles? I'm glad. I do like it myself, man. I do like it myself. The handle is done really well. You know, again, it's a hidden tang. I would love to use it. It does have a hole for the lanyard. It is a little slippery here on the end. It doesn't have like a bird beakish type situation. Almost wish it did, you know, because, you know, I'm not a fighter, right? I don't use knives to fight. I'm always thinking shit hit the fan, go out into the woods type of deal, or out in the field, you know. And if I need to chop, this kind of is a little slippery. But then again, I haven't used it. This is also very, very forward heavy, the blade, so I could definitely not have to go all the way back here to do some chopping. But if I did, I would definitely use a lanyard wrapped around my wrist. Let's go over some of the specs on this. So let's see what this blade length is. We're looking at, what is that? A little over 8 inches. Okay, so it's a little over 8¼ inch for the blade. And for the handle, we're looking at 5 inches. Okay, cool. It's pretty thick, as you can see. Look how thick that is. I think that looks great. You know, thickness is decent. Again, if you needed to baton for whatever reason, you could use this area over here to do some light batoning. I wouldn't go through tree trunks or anything like that with this. This is also flat up here, so I guess if you needed to do some forward batoning, it is possible. But I like it. You know, it's a pretty nice looking blade. Very unique. I've never seen something as similar as this. If you guys have, let me know. You know, point me to a link. I would love to see it. But that's a pretty cool sweep right there of the blade. Let's take a look at the sheath. I think it's this one. Is it this one? Let's see. Yeah, okay. So, again, let me put this knife down. Check out the logo right there. Another very well-made Kydex sheath. There is no drainage hole over here. I'm not sure why they didn't put a drainage hole, but I could drill something if I really wanted to. It looks like it's very well done. Again, pretty thick, you know. And they have a little bit different system over here. Instead of using a tech lock, they have this little snap area, or this little buckle area, and it looks like it's adjustable, which is good. At least they give you some options to, you know, to adjust things, which is good. It does have some holes for lashing. You know, it doesn't have the, I'm not sure what these are called right over here, these longer holes. I kind of wish they did. I mean, that's one benefit of a pancake style sheath rather than a taco sheath, but I do like this sheath nonetheless. You know, drill a little hole for a drainage hole, and it's very nice. You know, very, very nice. It's again, another nice little kit. This I did get from, I think they were called Creation Outdoors on AliExpress. And this took 2 months to get here. It was during the pandemic times. So as cool as these knives are, man, I wouldn't recommend you buying them. Not because they're not cool, but the wait was just forever. We're not talking something custom over here. We're talking that they had this made, and apparently illegal to ship stuff out of China. I don't know. It's just all convoluted, the stories I was getting. But anyway, I digress, So very cool. Very cool knife. All right, let's look at the last one, which is one of my favorites. All right. This is another very, very, very cool fighting knife. Can it be used for the outdoors? I'm pretty sure. But again, this is another very, very cool looking fighting knife. And again, I got it from that same company, I think, Creation Outdoors on AliExpress, if you want to go check them out. They do a lot of clones, so just, make no mistake. They do a lot of clones. They make a lot of things, man. So, hey, Gonzo, how you doing? Thanks for showing up, man. Appreciate it. But this is the third collection of fighting knives, and one of the nicest, man. I mean, this is definitely really nice. I like this handle quite a bit. Okay. Very similar to the Maxpedition knives handle. Again, it's a hidden tang. I'm not sure how deep the tang goes, but I mean, look at that. Look at that. Look at that blade. That blade is just fantastic. Now, this particular blade is made from a manufacturer called Bolt. So let me show you the logo. I used to call them Bolte, but now I'm calling them Bolt. But this is from Bolt Knives. That's the logo for the company, Bolt Knives. The steel is DC53 tool steel. And again, I've used this out in the field. Not this particular knife, but a similar Bowie knife. And I'm sure that you guys have seen. I've used it out in the field, and it works just fine and dandy. It does hold up an edge, at least up against the wood. And nothing wrong with these knives. Okay, so let's go over the specs real quick on this. Okay, I don't know the name of this knife. It's just a fighting knife. All right, this is a little bit longer than the other two. We're looking at a little over 9 inches, 9 1/4. Hey, Steve, how you doing, man? You could make it work, huh? Let's see what the handle is. Again, a little over 5 inches. So very, very nice handle. Very well done. Now, on the Maxpedition knives, they have that hidden tang, and they have cut out squares in the tang, and then they I guess they mold this stuff around the tang. I'm not sure how these guys do it. You know what I mean? I kind of wish I had an X-ray, that I could do an X-ray of this. I would be very curious to see how this works out. But again, look at how beautiful that handle is. Lanyard hole available. This is Micarta scales. It just I'm sorry, maybe it's G10. Again, I'm not sure. I don't have the specs. It's either Micarta or G10, and it's done very well. I don't have the specs. I'm just giving you some very simple specs. It's pretty thick over here towards the end, but then it's got that tapered thin edge over here at the top. I guess if you needed to do some batoning, it's possible without doing too much damage to the baton, but who cares? After you're done with the baton, you throw it in the fire. But beautiful, beautiful knife. Flat ground, high saber ground, swedge at the top. It's doing some scraping on the nail. I'm sure that you could use a ferro rod if need be. Let's see over here by the sharpening choil. I guarantee you this would light up a ferro rod. It does have it's a unique sharpening choil. I like it. I like this design. You can choke up on it if need be, okay, without cutting yourself. Very comfortable. It has this nice little groove over here in the handle. And Again, you could hold it. The batons are disposable. Mine only last a year. Right, exactly. You know how many people stole mine at the Legion Outpost, man? Every time I would leave them there, they'd be gone. I have to make a new one. It was crazy. Different positions of holding this handle. You can go past this hump over here and feel comfortable about chopping. I don't think you would need a lanyard, but I would just put one just in case. The regular holding of the handle, you can do some serious chopping because it is definitely blade heavy, but very light, very maneuverable in hand. Now again, I'm not a knife fighter in any way, shape, or form, but it's definitely very maneuverable. You know what I mean? So it's not like it's hindering or causing any issues. So, but I think a knife fighting expert would know better than I would. But still, using some common sense, feels okay. Feels pretty good. Feels very balanced as far as maybe the recovery point after doing some hacking, instead of stabbing, is fine. So let's take a look at the sheath real quick. Check it out. Again, another fine job on a Kydex sheath. Thick. Okay. This one does have a little drainage hole. But I wonder, I'm going to test it out one of these days. If you were to just dunk this in some water and then pull it out, if it would drain off the sides over here or through the bottom. I'm kind of curious. So it would be a good test. Okay, similar clip over here. Maybe not the best, but at least it gives you an option to remove it. And then if you have something else to put on here, you can. You know what I mean? So it gives you some options for lashing. But a very cool sheath. Very adequate. Snaps in okay. This particular one, no rattle. So I guess if you were a spec ops guy or, out there doing some dirty work, other than the sheath being a little on the loud side, you could definitely be pretty quiet with this. But all in all, again, another really nice package here. A nice setup. And I think all these knives were under $175. They were not that expensive. Wish I had the links to everything. I could definitely advise you guys. If I do find them on AliExpress, I will put them in the comment section and the description section in case you guys are interested. At least you could take a look at them on the website, But, yeah, that's it. That's it, folks. Let me get these knives all out. This is the Fighting Knife series. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Maybe you're listening on your way home from work. If you did, I appreciate it. And, thanks so much for always being here and supporting me. You guys pretty awesome. I am doing a little drinking today. Got my mug. Pretty cool mug. Doing a little alcohol. All right, Gonzo, take care, man. Thank you for showing up. Hey, FU crew, what's up, man? How's it going? Here, check out these knives real quick. You'll do a playback and you can take a look at this stuff. You don't have to be sorry, man. I completely understand. This is always impromptu. So I appreciate anybody who does, decide to show up. Let me know whoever's on. Let me know what you guys are carrying. If you haven't already, appreciate it. I am carrying my Click and Cut. I did do a review on this. I will be cutting up some food with this. I want to cut up either a chicken or a turkey. As maybe some people think that this is garbage. I don't. I think that this is one of the nicest triad locks for $15 ever. And then you could change out the blade. Love it. Just love it. And it's sharp too. Oh, speaking of sharp, these knives are very sharp. Okay. Very sharp. Let me see if I have a piece of paper close by. Nope, I don't. But take my word for it. They're sharp. They're really sharp. Oh my God. Let's see this one. Yeah. These are nice and sharp. And hopefully once it gets a little bit warmer. Oh, you got a revolver on you, Steve. Nice. Second Amendment tools, baby. Second Amendment tools. All right, Tom, thanks for stopping by. I'm going to be cutting this short in a minute, start cooking up some dinner for myself. But again, I just wanted to share this with you guys. All right, so you know what? Let's close it up, man. Again, thanks everybody for showing up. Those who did, really appreciate you guys. Let me know again what is in your pocket. You guys all friggin' rock, man. Always appreciate the loyal subscribers always commenting. You know, that's a big thumbs up to you guys. I want to bring awareness to everybody. I know not a lot of people stick around for this, but it's important that I always add this to the videos. Hashtag 22 a day, hashtag 22 a day no more. There are active military and veterans that once they come out of the service, they do experience a lot of challenges. And unfortunately, one of these challenges is suicide. So in the comment section and in the description section, I'm going to leave websites, a couple of websites, some phone numbers, and a heartfelt message from a Vietnam veteran named Martin Miller, who's a Legionnaire here. He has a really heartfelt message for you guys. And ever since he posted that comment, I've always included it in the description section, comment section, and even at the end of my actual non-live videos. And, you know, read that message and seek the help that you guys have earned and deserved. And, you know, help is a phone call away, according to Martin Miller. All right, troops, Legionnaires, and new recruits, thanks for spending a little bit of your Friday with me. Go enjoy your time with your family. Go enjoy a drink. Go enjoy, you know, some food, and enjoy your weekend, guys. Enjoy your weekend. You know, always appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Like, share, and subscribe. Share, you know, share the love with everybody out there who loves knives. Okay, and you know, at the ready, guys. Hold the line. Take care. Bye bye.